Hi, how's you? How you doing? Um, I hope everything is well and your life is um, in order. uh, I thought I like to give some explanation onto what is going on, what is happening to me, why it is happened, what what the reason is actually. So to do that, I have to give you some background uh, formation, uh, which is when I came to live here 4.5 years ago, and from there on, before that, I came, of course, to Israel in 2014 from the Netherlands, and uh, I will go into the last 4.5 years in this area where I'm having all these troubles. So um, uh, I hope you have the patience to listen to this. But if you are curious, and some of you have asked me, how come you are there? It's like it's occupied territory, and do you support that? And that's wrong and stuff. That may be so, but also I will tell you my reasoning why I came to stay here. So, anyways, today I'll try to give you a little bit more depth into the situation, so you you can judge for yourself, or tell me, let me know in the comments, what do you think the issue here is? Okay. So, welcome to the channel. Thank you for the support, friend. Thank you, those of you who mailed me. Thank you, those of you thumb me up. And also, there were others. They just unsubscribed when they saw this difficult stuff. Unsubscribed and left. They even didn't say why. Of course, I know why. It's just fear. Fear makes people do things like it's not natural. And anyways, my name is Furkolon Majesty, Furkolon Abraham. I'm born in the territory of Ethiopia, which is Khabash, the Horn of Africa. I'm born into a family who are the Ethiopian Jews. Even though I'm not religious in a certain way, I do believe there is a creator to this whole world, and there is a rule and order to this. I know that, but I'm not sure if religions are really constructive things, because the one says my religion is better, my religion is better, my religion is better, and then they keep worrying, and I'm not for that. So, but I'm born into that type of family. So we came in 2000 in 1985. We came to Israel, I was little then. I don't know how old I am, by the way, but I say I was little because I even didn't have titties, so I was quite small. So I don't know, maybe into the teen, around the a teenager, maybe. Maybe less. I'm not sure. I was not really very, very aware of age and looks and stuff. So I actually didn't bother. There were other things which bothered me at that time. In '85, when we came here, I was totally, my world was upside down. There were some uh, situations which I could not word at that time, but now I know what they were. But it was so hard, it was so difficult. Actually, I left Israel for the Netherlands with um, with a Dutch boyfriend, which I met in the kibbutz, and um, he was way nicer, way humane in his approach to me than all men around here. And I was actually not really into men stuff, but there were really older men after me. I didn't know why. I didn't want to be with them. I had no idea what it was. We don't have, look, in my community, we don't have this kind of stuff. We are just very natural. We don't have this, uh, you know, this subsexual stuff like pedophilia, homophilia, or something. We don't have it. We don't know it. I didn't know it. I don't have it. And but when these older men want me to have sex with them, and I refused. And by the way, some of them, they were friends of uh, a person, actually, a person my mom was with. I mean, like, uh, it was kind of my stepfather because he didn't birth me. But then when we came to Israel, he put himself as my biological father in the listing. So if you see my papers in Israel, he is listed as my biological father. I've tried many times to change that within the system. Nobody will let me. They would tell me, go to a lawyer. A lawyer can't try to do it. And when I go to a lawyer, lawyers first they say, okay, let's look, and then later on they just shut me out. They just don't even bother to explain me why won't they help me. So so I was just, things were so difficult. And when I was in the kibbutz, this guy was so nice to me. So we were in love. So he went. After that, he asked me to come to visit him, and then I came to visit him, and I never came back after that. Like I came sometimes, like after a few years, I came for vacation to see family and stuff. But to come to live in Israel, I did only in 2014. Now, why I'm telling you all this is because I believe that's the root of my problem. The root of my problem is somebody putting their name on my name as if I am their biological daughter, while I'm not. And that has a lot of implication, I suppose, because I'm having always this kind of very, very difficult stuff. And some of these people who are trying to use me were also befriend with this man. I cannot say names. I cannot call this man and that man, because then I will be trespassing. But I try to let have investigation. I try to go to the police to tell them the story. I try many lawyers. Just nobody wants to touch this stuff. Nobody wants to touch it. So when I left to the Netherlands, I was really calm. It gave me kind of space to be without all this pressure, um, lack of everything, like all kinds of pressures I had here, they were less over there. So I was there a long time. I lived there for a very long time. And then when, in the meanwhile, also in 2006, I tried to come back because I was missing my mom. I wanted to be with my brothers and sisters and niece and family, other families, which are really nice. But they won't let me. Meaning, when you come as a newcomer, that's called Ola Kadasha. When you come to this country as a newcomer, Ola Kadasha, then you get a kind of a starters packet, which includes some money, some material for in the home, or all kinds of things that a person need to start anew from scratch. I never got that in the first place in '85, and when I tried to come in 2006, that was also prevented from me. I could not get it because all kinds of reasons I don't even remember. They just can talk and bamboozle you, and at the end of it, I just didn't get anything. So I couldn't get any help with education. I couldn't get help with housing. I couldn't get help with starting finance. Nothing. So at the end, I had also my son with me. So my son also really missed his pap, and it really I had so hard. I decided then just to go back because of that. So after that, 2006, and what happened was 2007 came, and 2007 was a very, very different year. Very different year. I start to learn different things and thinking different way, because in 2005 and 6 I was very ill. I was very, very, very sick due to prior to that having taken a lot of pills, pharmaceuticals. So what the doctor gave me, I ate because I believed in my doctor. He cares about me. If he says take this, take this, take this time so much, this time so much, you take it, and I'll be okay. That's what I thought. But instead, it messed up my whole biosystem. My lymphatic, my thyroid, and my digestive tracts were totally, totally undone. My digestive tracts, I had to get treatment like in a natural way, leafy green stuff to eat, or very very neutral stuff. No dairy, no meat. That was my health regime. And in addition to that, I had some vitamin pills from Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi is actually the one who taught me what you are eating is killing you. And since I heard him say, what? And then I started to study him, and then I really took my health into my own hand and start to get better. And in addition, I moved to a different doctor, and another doctor who believes more in in balancing the person instead of giving the pills. So he also prescribed me hemp plant use, among other things. Okay, so why I'm saying it is because I want everybody to know I'm not a drug dealer. I have never been a drug dealer. I'm even not. I'm not even an experimenter. I don't really like being out of control. I like to be always knowing what's going on in my head, not take something and just go. It's not me. So why I'm saying this is because the last time they arrested me half a year ago, the accusation was like I was dealing drugs, dangerous drugs, and growing them and supplying them. That's crazy. Having a few plants in front of my door, outside, in the sun, in the ground, that's not supplying, that's not growing, that's not handling in that. That's just for myself to ease my Crohn, to ease my lymphatic system situation I have, and my thyroid. So I also showed them my doctor's prescription, and my doctor says on a prescription, please supply this to her, she needs it. But to this day, no one will give it to me lawfully. That's in the first place why I had to plant it myself, because they would not give it to me in a lawful manner over here. Why? I don't know, you tell me. Why would they give to all kinds of people even they don't need it? Maybe they need it, they don't, doesn't matter. They give almost to everybody who comes with a paper like that from a doctor. But I came with that from Holland, and I told them from the Netherlands, and I told them I have this problem, and I have this paper, and I asked it 3 times to the doctor supposed to be here for me, like you have to be here in a kind of system, type of Medicare like that, and in that Medicare, what they put me, I didn't even choose it myself. Just the system, when you come here as a newcomer, they just select you and put you somewhere. So they also provide me the doctor. I never selected the doctor. So I try to find out how it's working, but it's so difficult, not knowing the language, not knowing the system, not knowing the whole mentality of the land, okay, I know the land because I've been here before, but that was more than 20 years ago. I have been here also as a child, not really knowing what's going on. And besides all those problems I had, that's not really conducive to make you remember, oh, how was it? No, I tried to forget as much as possible. When I left to the Netherlands, I tried to forget as much as possible. And it was really good for me to be in the Netherlands. It was quiet, people are quiet, very cordial, not very like on the top of their neck, but more like cordial, but on distance. But that's fine with me. I was doing really good with that, no problem. The problem came after 2007 when I realized what happened with my health was made that way because of these medications I was taking. Because the moment I stopped taking those medications and start putting into my body things